Hello everyone, welcome back to the weekly market updates. I'm Shaurik Adgawat. So let's start today's session with a tweet, and interestingly, it is this time not from President Trump, rather it is addressed to him. जी हाँ, बात कर रहा हूँ श्री मोदी के द्वारा किया गया congratulatory message on success of the historical Gaza peace plan. Shri Modi wrote on his account that I spoke to my good friend President Trump, and beside this congratulatory message, the more important part was that we have discussed and reviewed the good progress on the trade negotiations. And also we have agreed to be in close touch for the coming weeks. All these developments clearly indicate that the relationship between India and US has definitely improved, and it is providing more conducive environment for a mutually benefited deal. And this is not it. Shri Modi have endorsed the Gaza peace plan 4 times in a day through his different tweets. और हम सभी जानते हैं प्रेसिडेंट ट्रंप की ग्लोबल पीस प्राइज लेने की चाहत के बारे में, and he has explicitly expressed his disappointment on India for not acknowledging his claims for brokering a ceasefire between India and Pakistan. But now it seems that Indian government is hoping that by praising President Trump and supporting his Nobel Peace Prize nomination, that will generate some goodwill which will help to ease on the existing tariffs. Just after this, in a recent interview to Fox News, the US Treasury Secretary Scott Bessent has said that India is going to rebalance its reliance over the Russian oil, and very soon they are going to cut down on Russian oil buy and will buy more oil from the US. It has been a long pending demand from US, as citing that China and India's buying Russian oil is sponsoring the Ukraine war. And as such, all these positive developments are going to be interesting to watch in future. Now let's see how the markets have performed this week. On the back of all these positive developments, the Indian markets have continued with their positive momentum, and Nifty 50 have once again reclaimed the levels of 25,000. But clearly Bank Nifty has outperformed and remained the hero of this positive momentum, as after the 1st of October monetary policy outcome, Bank Nifty have given almost 2,000 points of gains, which comes to 4% on Nifty index. वहीं अगर मिड कैप और स्मॉल कैप इंडेक्स की बात करें तो दोनों ही इंडेक्सेस ने इस हफ्ते करीब 2% के गेंस क्लॉक किए, एंड नाउ दे हैव रीच्ड टू द सेम लेवल फ्रॉम वेयर वी हैव विटनेस्ड अ शार्प करेक्शन इन द लास्ट वीक ऑफ द September. With the commencement of Q2 earnings season, as TCS has already posted its number, going forward, investors will look closely the numbers posted by the companies and more importantly, the corporate guidance. So far, the updates posted by the companies, especially by the banks, have been better than expected. हालांकि इस क्वार्टर से भी ज्यादा ग्रोथ की उम्मीद नहीं है, but investors will closely watch for the green shoots in the growth guidance from the companies. Now let's see how the sectors have performed. For this week, the clear outperformer is the telecom sector with more than 5% of gains on week-on-week basis. Number 2 पे रहा IT sector, which clearly bounced back after the sharp fall that we have witnessed in the previous weeks after the H1B visa hikes from the Trump administration. वही नेगेटिव साइड की बात करें तो इस हफ्ते मीडिया सेक्टर 2.21 के नेगेटिव रिटर्न्स के साथ क्लोज हुआ, वहीं फर्टिलाइजर्स में भी 0.72% की नरमी देखी गई. Now let's see how the commodities have performed. For this week, silver have remained the hottest counter with all cylinders on fire. Silver have not only breached its 14-year high of $49.8, but it has also created a new high of $51.02 USD. And this is not it. In yesterday's session, we have seen that Indian silver ETFs were trading at 15 to 20% of premium from the spot prices. It seems that now investors are having a FOMO feeling, and few of the investors have bought at the 15 to 20% of premium without knowing this fact that even if the silver prices didn't move for a bit, they will be losing 15 to 20% in case the silver ETF prices will get synced with the silver spot price. Also, there are a lot of inputs are coming that there is not enough silver for the physical delivery, and also a few of bullions have remarked that in physical cash delivery that 1 kg silver bar is going at least 20% of premium. Now it is going to be very interesting to watch that whether silver prices will go into the new trajectory or they will come down as it has happened 2 times in the past. अगर वीकली गेन्स की बात करें तो इस हफ्ते गोल्ड और सिल्वर दोनों ने ही करीब 2.7% के रिटर्न्स क्लॉक किए, वहीं क्रूड ऑयल न्यूट्रल रेंज में 0.48% के रिटर्न्स के साथ बंद हुआ. Now let's see how the institutions are placed. Surprisingly for this week, FIs have come out as the net cash buyer with almost 2,500 crore rupees of stocks in the cash market. पिछले 3 दिनों से लगातार कैश मार्केट में उनकी बाइंग जारी है, और साथ ही उन्होंने डेरिवेटिव सेक्शन में भी अपनी कुछ शॉर्ट्स कवर की हैं, बट स्टिल दे आर सिटिंग एट ऑलमोस्ट 93% ऑफ शॉर्ट्स विद नेट शॉर्ट्स ऑफ 1.67 lakhs. वहीं डोमेस्टिक इंस्टीट्यूशंस इस हफ्ते भी कैश मार्केट में करीब 6,600 करोड़ की बाइंग करते हुए नजर आए एंड नाउ गोइंग फॉरवर्ड इट इज गोइंग टू बी वेरी क्रूशियल टू सी दैट हाउ FIIs विल बिहेव इन द कमिंग टाइम. Now let's see how the global markets have performed. The US markets, even after the government shutdown from the 1st of October, the markets are going in an upward trajectory only. For this week as well, all the three major indices have created new lifetime highs. साथ ही इंडियन रुपये की वीकनेस यूएस डॉलर के सामने बढ़ती जा रही है और इस हफ्ते करीब 88.6 लेवल पे ट्रेड करता हुआ नजर आया. One more thing what we have witnessed this week, that dollar index has also started getting strength, and for this week it has gained almost 2% and now trading at 99.3 levels. It is important to note here that due to the government shutdown, there is no economic data which is coming, and that is why the Jerome Powell, the Fed chief, in his recent speech have not talked about the monetary policy. Now let's take few of the stocks in news. TCS has posted its result with 1.4% of YOY rise in the net profit to 12,075 crores. साथ ही रेवेन्यू 65,799 करोड़ पे पहुंचा और 11 रुपए का इंटरिम डिविडेंड भी डिक्लेयर किया. कंपनी हैव अनवील्ड द प्लान्स फॉर a 1 gigawatt AI data center in India and wanted to become the biggest AI company in India. The IPO of LG Electronics, which was open from 7th to 9th October, saw strong demand with 54 times subscription and bids exceeding 4 lakh crore. The grey market premium is around 35% as of now and making it one of the most anticipated listings of the season. This is it for this week. We'll come up with more information next week. Till that time, stay tuned with us. Thank you so much. Jai Hind.